All right, Sandra, as anti-Semitism spreads on these college campuses, a new Harvard-Harris poll reveals how little Gen Z actually knows about the conflict in the Middle East. Let's bring in Mark Penn, co-founder of the Harvard-Harris poll. He's also the CEO of Stagwell and a former advisor to the Clintons. I thought this was stunning, Mark, reading through this poll. Let me just put up on the screen for folks at home to see some of the data. This was among 18 to 24-year-olds. Do you support Israel? 50%. Do you support Hamas? 50%. Was the October 7th attack justified? Yes, 60%. Is it okay for students to call for genocide of Jews? 53% said yes. 31% said Israel has no right to exist. 44% said Israel is not a democracy. 41% said Hamas rules democratically and is not authoritarian. And 45% of people said that Hamas lets gay people live together openly. And my question, after watching that, is what are our young people learning these days?
Well, no wonder you're seeing these demonstrations by young people, because they have been taught that Hamas is the democracy, Hamas is the tolerant society, and not Israel. And that, in fact, in new polling we have coming out today, 18 to 24, 2/3 believe that Jews are an oppressor race. And so it's really incredible. And you contrast it to either the rest of the country, or particularly 65 plus, who are with Israel 95-5, and don't believe any of the things that college students. We have a huge Gen Z divide here. People outside of Gen Z have some of these attitudes, but boy, when you're in 18 to 24, you are in a completely different environment, clearly generated and connected to social media, and far removed from what everybody else in the United States believes.
Yeah, I mean, the disconnect is just incredible over the age demographics. You wrote this along with Andrew Stein in the New York Post in an op-ed. You said, quote, "Kids were never perfect and have often been rebellious, but young people have also never been this far removed from reality, affected by social media and political currents that have sold them pure propaganda." I was a very young lad in the rebellious 1960s. But the climate then was completely different in terms of the flow of information from what it is now.
Well, look, I think those protests in the 60s, and I point out that all those people who support Israel 95-5 during their day were participants in a lot of protests in colleges, and so people do mature over time. But I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen support for a terrorist group. I've never seen such upside down attitudes, because none of these kids have been to Israel, really have a thorough understanding, and they only know what they've been told. They're far removed from the 1948 resolution, approved by over 2/3 of the world, creating Israel in the first place. They have no historical sense. Incredible.
It really is quite incredible. You take aim, along with Andrew Stein, at the Harvard president, Claudine Gay. You say in the op-ed, quote, "The campus rot is exemplified by the congressional performance of Harvard president Claudine Gay. After leading a culture that put Harvard dead last on the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression's campus free speech rankings, she suddenly champions free speech if it's anti-Semitic hate speech." Mark, you look at these campuses these days, and they'll eject students for using the wrong pronouns. We've got cases of professors who are being fired, or at least threatened to be fired, because they're using the wrong pronouns. That creates safe spaces at Georgetown University for law students to have a place to go cry, but yet if you're a Jewish student, it's like go pound sand.
And this is why a lot of people are upset, because they've been convinced over the years that, wow, saying anything that could trigger a student should be something that shouldn't be said on campus. And all of a sudden, these presidents are asked, well, what about genocide for Jews? Oh, well, that's free speech we have to look at. And people did a double take seen around the world. I think no one expected that testimony to be what was in McCarthyism a have you no shame moment. Right? A moment in which people realize this doesn't make any sense.
It certainly doesn't make any sense. And again, you know, what students are learning in universities across the country these days, I think is going to be the subject of a big examination in the coming election year. Mark, it's always fascinating to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.